Coming up next on Brothers in the Foyer.
Yeah, so if, and then that's something that I wanted to also say. I think I heard you say before, if the Book of Mormon is true, then Joseph Smith was a prophet, and I call that the equation.
Absolutely.
Then the church is true, and if the church is true, what have you against being baptized?
Facts.
I mean, that's the way it worked for me. It's like, if this is true and this is true and this is true, this is a no-brainer, so I didn't really have to think it through. And it's the same with the issues of being black in the church and the ban on the priesthood and all of that. Heavenly Father knows what he's doing, and I trust him. And so if we have to struggle, then we do. It's just kind of like the people in Alma's time where they were under tyrants, the Lamanites who enslaved them. But the Lord made when they were righteous, the Lord made their burdens easy to bear. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to have to remember that as we go along here. The key here is that as we have to be tried, we have to remember who we are. And as we do, I think we, will come to the understanding that Heavenly Father is in charge of everything.
Yeah.
And it's just that simple for me.
We often forget this is a test. And who said that the Lord's church is exempt from that test?
Exactly.
In terms of choosing him over what the adversary likes to keep surface level issues like race. But we often forget in this debate that this is a test, and it's a test of faith.
Right. And each of us have that same test. Mm-hmm. We have to decide whether we're going to believe God or we're going to believe all this other stuff that's happening.
Mm-hmm. That's something that's been logically for me. I'm like, when we go through life and we're learning about the gospel, to expect it to be easy and to always be easy, it's not going to be. I mean, it'd be too easy if we didn't have any of these race issues or anything. Everybody would probably join the church. Maybe, I don't know. But it would be a less hindrance if this stuff didn't exist. But it causes more faith. It makes you actually really not have to just go with a logical perspective. You have to go with the spiritual perspective and have an anchor. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what's key is when you have those spiritual experiences, no matter what people say on the internet or people who don't know about the gospel, what's going to keep you there? What's going to keep you in place and not drift away? It's your testimony. You have to gain that. And I think that's what's important when you're joining the church. And despite its history or anything like that, you have to be committed. And I think that's what keeps us and helps everybody stay grounded in that route.